we are going to look at exponentiation. If we have a number like 5 times 5, we can write this as 5 squared. Did you know that? If we have 5 times 5, we can write it as 5 squared, or 5 to the power of 2. If let's say we have 5 times 5 times 5, we can write this as 5 to the power of 3. If we have 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, how can we write it?
Five power 4.
Yes, 5 to the power of 4. Now, if we have a number like 5 to the power of 4, we say that 4 is the exponent. Okay? Then we say that 5, let's say, let me use a different ink to differentiate between them. 5. And let's have 4 like this. So 4 is the exponent and 5 is the base. You understand that?
Yes.
And then the whole of it as 5 to the power of 4, we call it exponential number. Exponential number. So if we have 5 to the power of 4, 4, we can call it the exponent. 5, we can call it base. And the whole of it, 5 to the power of 4, we call it the exponential number. Now, for instance, this one, 5 squared, if we say 5 squared is the same as 5 to the power of 2, we say that 2 is the exponent, 5 is the base, and the whole of it as 5 squared is the exponential number. Then if we have 5 to the power of 3, we can read it as 5 cubed. 5 cubed. Or you can say 5 to the power of 3. We say that 3 is the exponent, 5 is the base, and the whole of it, 5 cubed, is the exponential number. Let me write it for you again, and you can see how to read it. This one, we read it as 5 squared. This one, we read it as 5 cubed. We say squared when we have the power of 2, and we say cubed when we have a power of 3. Then for 5 to the power of 4, we call it 5 to the power of 4. 5 to the power of 4. Is that okay, everyone?
Okay.
Okay. So let's continue and see how we can understand the exponential numbers very, very well. Okay, now let's use this example to understand very well what exponential numbers are all about. Let's call this example 1. Let's say, evaluate each of the following exponential numbers. Evaluate each of the following exponential numbers. Okay, so let's have part A as 4 squared. Then we have B as -3 to the power of 4. We have C as -3 to the power of 4. Let's have D as 2 out of 3 to the power of 4. Let's have E as -3 out of 4 cubed. And let's have F as 0.4 squared. Okay, now we are going to write these exponential numbers when we have them as a single number. So in other words, we want to know if we have 4 squared, what does it mean? If we have the negative of 3 to the power of 4, what does it mean? If we have -3 to the power of 4, what does it mean? So in other words, we want to know which number has been written in exponential form. So let's get the solutions. Okay, let's begin with part A, where we have 4 squared. So if we have 4 squared, it actually means that we have got 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is equal to
16.
16. Very good. So it means that if I have 4 squared, then I have got 16. All right, we get to part B. Okay, so for part B, remember, let me write it very well. For part B, we have got the negative of 3 to the power of 4. The negative of 3 to the power of 4. Now, this means that 3 out of 4, it is actually a positive. But then we are having a negative of positive 3 to the power of 4. So this means that our whole answer must be a negative because of this negative. Now, 3 to the power of 4 will be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now, so we will have a negative of, remember 3 times 3 will give us 9. And 3 times 3 will give us 9. And 9 times 9 will give us
81.
81. Okay, so this means that the negative of 3 to the power of 4 means the negative of 81. Now let's look at part C. Part C, we are having negative 3 to the power of 4. Now, students, note that in B, we are having negative of 3 to the power of 4. But in part C, we have negative 3 to the power of 4. These two things are not the same. So if we are having negative 3 to the power of 4, it means that we are having a negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Have you understood that?
Yes.
So note that B is not the same as C. When we have a negative in the brackets and the whole of it to the power of 4 is not the same as when we do not have the brackets. So you know that negative 3 times negative 3, what do we get?
Negative 9.
No, this is negative times negative
9.
9. Very good. And negative 3 times negative 3, what do we get?
9. 9.
So we have 9 times 9, which is equal to 81. Very good. Now, you note that in part B, when we had the negative of 3 to the power of 4, our answer is negative 81. But in part C, when we have negative 3 to the power of 4, our answer is 81. So you can actually see that the negative of 3 to the power of 4 is not equal to negative 3 to the power of 4. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at part D. For part D, we have got 2 out of 3 to the power of 4. Okay. Now, 2 out of 3 to the power of 4, this means that we are having 2 out of 3 times 2 out of 3 times 2 out of 3 times 2 out of 3. You understand that? 4 times.
Yes.
Now, this means that we are having 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 out of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay? Now, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay? 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. So what do we have?
81.
81. Very good. So it means that 2 out of 3 to the power of 4 is equal to 16 out of 81. Let's look at part E. For part E, we have negative 3 out of 4. Write it again very well here. Negative 3 out of 4 to the power of 3. Or you can say negative 3 out of 4 cubed. So it means that we have, who can tell me what we have? Yes? So Peter, can you try?
Negative 3 out of 4 times negative 3 out of 4 times negative 3 out of 4.
Very good. Okay. Now, negative 3 times negative 3, we get 9. Okay. Now, what about 9 times negative 3? What do we get?
27.
Be careful, negative or positive? Yes?
Negative.
Yes, negative 27. Then 4 times 4 times 4. What do we get?
32.
32? I don't think.
64.
Yes, 4 times 4 times 4. It means that you have 4 times 4, which is 16, and 16 times 4. Get 16 times 4. You get 4 times 6, 24. Write 4 and carry 2. Then 4 times 1, that is 4 plus 2, that is 6. So we are having 64. Is that understood, everyone?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, don't forget that actually the whole of it is a negative. Negative 27 out of 64. So I hope this is very, very well. And now let's look at the last one, where we have 0.4 squared. So what do we have 0.4 squared?
0.4 times 0.4.
0.4 times 0.4. So remember, this is, we just get 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4?
16.
16. And how many decimal places do we have?
2.
2. So we have, what is our answer?
0.16.
0.16. So that we have 2 decimal places, 1 and 2. Everyone, is it okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So, let me give you some quick practice. Let's do some very quick practice before we look at something new. Okay. So what do you think if we have got 9 cubed? What should be 9 cubed or 9 to the power of 3?
9 times
9 times 9 times 9.
9 times 9 times 9. Okay. So 9 times 9 times 9, what do we get? Very quick.
729.
729. Are you sure? Okay. 729. So I give you another practice question. If we have negative 2 to the power of 4. So what do we have?
negative 2
Negative 2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
Okay. So what is our answer then?
16.
16.
Very good. 16. And what about if we have got the negative of 5 cubed? What do we have?
Negative 5 times 5 times 5.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay. You can just include the brackets to show that everything that is here is negative. So then what is your answer?
Negative 125.
Very good. Negative 125. Let's say that we have got a fraction. Let's have this as our number 4. Let's say we have got a half to the power of, let's say 5. What do we have?
1 out of 2 times 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 1 out of 2.
5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is our final answer? Mm-hmm.
5 out of 32.
Are you sure? Should it be 5? This is times, not plus. Hmm?
1
1 out of
32.
1 out of 32.
1 out of 32. That is very correct. Now let's look at the last one. The last one, let's use a decimal number. Let's say we have negative, let's say negative 0.5 to the power of 3. We have the negative of 0.5 to the power of 3. So what do we have?
Negative
Negative
0.5
0.5
times
times
negative
negative 0.5.
Are you sure? Compare number 5 and number 3.
0.5
Mm-hmm.
0.5. times 0.5.
Okay. Now, student, I want you to be very, very careful. Negative 0.5, the way how we write it is not the same as when we say the negative of 0.5. These two things are different. This one, we will write it as negative 0.5 times negative 0.5 times negative 0.5. But for this one, we simply have 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. Then the whole of it is a negative. So that is the way how we have got to write it. Okay, so of course our answer will be a negative. So what is 5 times 5 times 5? What do we get?
Negative 0.125.
Okay, 5 times 5 times 5 alone is 125. So since we have the negatives, so it means that, since we have the decimal, since we have 3 decimal places, it means that our answer must have 3 decimal places. So we have negative
0.125.
125. They must be 3 decimal places. You see, 1, 2, 3. That is correct. Have you understood, all of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at another example. This is slightly different from what we have been looking at. Okay, so let's say that this is example number 2. Student, do you know what a prime number is? Do you know a prime number?
No.
I know you know, but only that this is in English. Prime numbers have got only 2 factors. They have only 2 factors. One and itself. The first prime number is 2. Next is 3. The next prime number is 5. Then we have 7. Then we have 11. Do you understand these kind of numbers?
Yes.
These numbers only have 2 factors. So we cannot include 4 because 4 has got, you see, factors of 4. We can have 1, we have 2, we have 4. Those are 3 factors. But prime numbers only have 2 factors. You understand?
Yes.
For example, factors of 6. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 6. Okay? Those are 4 factors. Factors of 8, we have 1,
2.
we have 1, 2, next,
4.
4, next,
8.
8. Okay, so what about factors of 5?
1.
1. Next, 5. Now you see this has only 2 factors. So we say that it is a prime number. You understand?
Yes.
You look, factors of 3. What are factors of 3?
1.
3.
3. Only 2 factors. So we say that this is a prime number. So this is what we call prime numbers. Okay. How do you call prime numbers in Pasatay?
It's called จำนวนเฉพาะ
Ah, okay. Do you all now remember what prime numbers are in Thai? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now, write each of the following in exponential form with the prime number as the base. Let's have number 1 as 16 times 8. 16 times 8. What do you think about this? We need to make sure that the base is a prime number. So it means that the base can be like 2, it can be like 3, it can be like 5, it can be like 7, like that. Just prime numbers only. So if I have 16, I think you know that 16 means 4 times 4, right? But since 4 is not a prime number, I can change and use 2. I write 4 as 2 times 2, which is 1 4, and another 4 is 2 times 2. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
So it means that 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What about 8?
2 times 2 times 2.
Very good. 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times. So all together, we have 2 to what power? Yes?
2 power of 7.
Very good. Very, very good. 2 to the power of 7, because we are having 2 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 2 to the power of 7 as our answer. Understood?
Yes.
Remember, we want the base as a prime number. And you see the base is 2, and 2 is a prime number. Okay, let's have number 2. Let us have 81 times 8, sorry, 81 times 3 cubed. So we cannot use 2 in 81 because we cannot multiply by 2 to get 81. So let's simply use 3. So 81 is 3 times 3, how many times? 81.
4.
Yes, because 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9. 9 and 9 make 81. Okay. Then we have got 3 cubed. And we know that 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So then we have got 3 to what power?
3 power of 7.
Very good. 3 to the power of 7. Okay, let's have number 3. We have 4 squared times 6 cubed. So what should I write?
4 times 4.
4 times 4 and
6
6.
times 6 times 6.
Very good. So is this finished or not finished? So
Not finished.
what is the next step?
2 times 2 times 2 times 2.
Yes, because we need prime number and 4 is not a prime number. So we need to write 4 again to look like a prime number. So we have to say 2 times 2. And another 4 is 2 times 2. So how can we write 6 to be a prime number? Hmm?
2 times 3.
Very good. 2 times 3. Because 2 is a prime number and 3 is a prime number. But we need to write 2 times 3 3 times because you have 6 3 times. So 2 times 3, 2 times 3. Sorry, I'm writing 2. Okay. 2 times 3 and 2 times 3. So what do we have next? We have 2 to which power?
Power of 7.
And 3 to which power?
3 power of 2.
3 power of 3.
3 to the power of 3 and 2 to the power of
7.
7. I hope you have understood, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I will give you this one as kind of practice and see if you can get it right. Let's call it number 4. 27 times 21. So what should I write?
3
3
times
times 3 times 3.
3.
So 3 times 3 times 3. Is that 21 or 27?
27.
Okay, very good. Okay, what about 21? What should I write?
7 times 3.
3 times 7.
Yeah, 7 times 3 or 3 times 7. The same, no problem. Both of you are correct. But is 3 a prime number or not a prime number?
Prime number.
What about 7? Is 7 a prime number or not a prime number?
And prime number.
Okay, then that's very good. So I have 3 to what power?
Power of 4.
Power of 4.
And I have 7 to what power?
No.
No power. Okay, very good. What about if I say 7 to the power of 1? Is it okay or not okay?
Okay.
Yes, because 7 to the power of 1 is the same as 7. So I can write 3 to the power of 4 times 7, or I can write 3 to the power of 4 times 7 to the power of 1. But it's better to simply say 7, not writing power of 1, because it is the same. Okay. All right, all right. Let's do more practice because there's some students who are very quiet. I've not had some students speaking. This question is for Tana. Are you ready? Tana, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, let me give it to Parita. Parita, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Tana, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I give this to you, and Parita, I'll give you the next one. So Tana, this is for you. 4 times 32. Okay, so what should I write?
2 times 2.
Very good. And how can I write 32?
Me.
4 times 8.
4 times 8. But is 4 a prime number?
No.
And 8 is not a prime number. Okay, let's continue. Tana, please go ahead. 2 times 2 times.
Is the 32.
Oh, already we have 32. We need to get a prime number.
Okay. It's just
4. What
Yes.
is 4?
2 times 2. Right?
Yes, 2 times 2. And what about 8? Yes.
4 times 2.
4 times 2. Just make 2 only. 4 times 2. Just make it as 2 times 2.
Just 2 times 2 and okay.
Finished?
We gotta make the 2 times 2 either.
Tana.
Okay. We
We
gotta make 2 times 2 again.
How many times?
Okay, that enough.
Oh, this is enough?
Yes.
But 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, we will get 16, not 32.
Okay, we got delete 2.
Okay, let us show it aside. If I have 4 times 8, 4 is 2 times 2, and 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. You see that? So all together we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times. You understand now? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. All of you, do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it means that I have got to write 2 times 2 for 4, and then 2 times 2 times 2 for 8. So all together, I have 2 to which power? Mm-hmm. 2 to what power?
Power of 7.
Power of 7.
7.
Very good. Okay. Now, this is for Parita. Parita, are you ready? 125 times 5 squared. Okay. So, let's go, Parita.
Okay. 5 times 25.
5 times 25. But how do you write 25 as 5 times 5?
5 times 5 times 5 times 5.
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then times 5 squared means?
5 times 5.
That's correct. So all together, what do we have?
5 power of 5.
5 to the power of 5. That's good. That's correct. Anyone else who wants to try, you can tell me. I will give you your number. Let me make number 9. And someone who wants to do it, you just tell me. 3 squared times 18. Who wants to answer that one?
Me.
Oh, what is your name?
Supicha.
Oh, Supicha, you have answered very many questions. But it's okay. You can answer. Let's go.
Is 3 times 3.
Mhm. Then 18 is
2 times 3 times 3.
2 times 3 times 3. Oh, yes. Because actually, wow, I like the way how you do it. Because we know that 18 is 2 times 9. And then 2, we know 2 times 9 means 3 times 3. Wow, that's good. So that is 2 times 3 times 3. That's very correct. So what is our answer?
2 times 3 power of 4.
2 times 3 to the power of
4.
4. Or it can be 3 to the power of 4 times 2, right?
Yes.
Same, no problem. We looked at commutative property of multiplication. Okay. Anyone else who wants to try?
Me.
Oh, what is your name?
Pichasin.
Okay, so we have 8 squared times 6 squared. Okay, let's go.
2 times 2 times 2
2 times 2
times 2
times 2. What is
and 2
uh-huh,
times 2 times 2
times 2? This
times
one
2
times 2
and times 2
and times 2. Uh-huh.
and just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Times 2
Times 2
times 2
times 2.
times 3.
Oh, so you mean you have finished 8 squared, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let's
Um,
first check together if this
no.
is correct. Huh?
Can you erase, delete,
Mm.
2 part of x just have 2 times 2, 6.
6
Yes.
times it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes. 6. Just
6.
6.
Okay, just 6. Okay. So this is 8 squared, right?
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute before we do 6 squared. Let's check. Let's check together. If we have 8 squared, it means 8 times 8, right? And 8 alone means 2 times 2 times 2, because 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. This is 1 8. And another 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. This is 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. So this is 8 times 8. So altogether we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's correct. Okay, we can move to 6 squared.
Okay. It's 2 times 2.
2 times
2 and 6. 3.
this one.
Yes.
So 2 times 2 times 3.
It's not correct.
Okay,
Okay.
you can try again.
Just wait for me a little bit.
Okay, no problem.
2 times 2.
Mhm.
Time
Mhm.
um
Mhm.
just
No problem. If you have any problem, you can ask someone. You can tell someone to help you. Choose any student.
okay, just wait for me.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, okay. It's 2 times 2. Can
Okay. Okay, you can say it again. I read again.
2 times 2
2 times 2
times 3
times 3
times 2.
times 3. Wow, that's good. That's good. Thank you. But actually, this is so easy. If you have 6 squared, then you have 6 times 6, right? And
Yes.
6 alone is 2 times 2. Sorry, 2 times 3.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yes.
get it now. Okay. Thank
Yes.
you.
2 times 3 and 2 times 3. Just like that. So you have 2 times 2 and 3 times 3. This one that you have given, that's correct. But you can always do something like this. It will be so easy and quick for you, right?
Okay. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So finally, what we have as our answer?
2 power of 8 times 3 power of 2.
Okay. Wow. So